Well, it's a new week and the same results, Raider Nation. The Raiders now have lost 10 straight games in a row. How crazy is that the last time the Raiders actually won a game was back in September when we played the Cleveland Browns here in Las Vegas. Damn, especially knowing that this is almost the same team that we had last year and we were putting wins together like nothing. But looking at how we've been playing this year, it has been horrible. And it comes all the way to today's game on Monday Night Football in front of the millions and millions of fans that weren't watching at home because I don't think a lot of people really wanted to see this matchup. This is two struggling teams, but damn, how bad did this game look? That not only did the Raiders struggle, we all know that, but the Falcons also struggled in this game. We lose this game to the Falcons 15-9. 15-9. God dang. We both couldn't even score 20 points in this game. Kirk Cousins only had 112 yards in this game. Desmond Ridder had 208 yards in this game. The offense wasn't really moving on both sides of the ball. I mean, Kirk Cousins had a big touchdown at the beginning of the game. But other than that, this game was embarrassing for both sides of the ball, for both teams. I mean, we already know that our team is already bad. I mean, we don't have no quarterback. Our offense has been sus. I mean, we was going into this game with Desmond Ridder, and we expected him. I mean, I didn't know if he was going to go out there. This is his revenge game. Maybe go out there and then prove the Falcons wrong and put up some big points on them. But damn, our offense couldn't move at all. This didn't seem like the same offense that we've seen these past couple of weeks. And most of that could be in due part because we have Desmond Ridder at quarterback. Desmond Ridder was 23 for 39, 208 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, was sacked 3 times in this game. He also rushed 5 times for 28 yards. Now, I do give him a little bit of credit because he almost brought the team back at the end of the game. But us fans, we were really like sitting there like, ain't no way this guy's going to bring us back. And he was driving us down the field a little bit. And I was kind of nervous because I did not want the Raiders to win. As much as you guys may say you're not a real fan for wanting to win, what do we need to win for? There's no reason for the Raiders to win. I mean, if we did, I wouldn't really be too mad, but I didn't really want to win because I want to keep that number 1 spot. You guys got to think about it right now. The Raiders right now, as far as tankathon goes, the Raiders are sitting at the number 1 draft pick overall in the NFL draft. But if the Raiders were to win this game, we would have dropped all the way down to 7. That's a huge jump, and that just shows you how close the race for number 1 is, and that could screw up our chances at getting a franchise quarterback. I've preached it before, and I'm going to preach it again. I want the Raiders to get somebody, whether it's Shador, whether it's Cam Ward. Heck, even if we go and get Travis Hunter, then I wouldn't be too mad, but that wouldn't be my first choice. Getting back to the game, though, the Raiders almost came back at the end of this game, and how crazy would it have been if the Raiders actually won this game? I think a lot of Raider fans would have just been confused. Majority of Raider fans at home and even at the stadium didn't care to win this game. Now I know I went to the game and I know people might ask me, yo, Simone Raider, if you didn't want the Raiders to win, what's the point of going? Well, first of all, I wanted to go to have a good time, not a long time. And 2, as a content creator and the fact that, I'm able to go to these games, shout out to the sponsors. I wanted to go and get some content, and I wanted to go and support Woods and Whiskey at their event that they had before the game, and even the March to Victory, or might I say the March to the first pick of the draft. Shout out to Charles Woodson and his team. There was a lot of things going on, so I thought I'd pop out one time to go and hang out since it's been quite a long time since the Oos actually showed up to a game at Allegiant Stadium. But that's besides the point. I wanted to go and just hang out with some of the fans that I know still show up and just want to have a good time before the game and even possibly after the game. Heck, even my Oos, Vegas Ralph, is now going viral right now yet again for the sign that he brought over to Allegiant Stadium. And I remember seeing it because I was sitting down like, yo, ain't no way my Oos got this sign up there. He had the Tank for Shador sign, and then all of a sudden on ESPN, on NFL, on all these IG pages, on social media, I see his mug all over the place with his sign. And it just goes to show you that there are fans that want us to go get a top pick. Whether you like it or not, I think that's just the reality of the whole thing. Everybody wants to have hope for something, and since it's not the playoffs, hey, let's go get a top pick, and hey, let's go get that franchise quarterback, whether you want Shador Sanders or Cam Ward. Now, getting back to the game, I want to talk about Sincere McCormick. Really sucks to see him go down in this game. He went down in this game in the second quarter, rolled his ankle, and was ruled out for the remainder of the game, which really sucks because I felt like this game was a game where we all expected him to go out there and just show his talents. And it just sucks that him having this opportunity to start the rest of the season, or at least start for this game, he gets pulled out of the game due to an injury. And that's been something that he's been dealing with a lot, especially getting these opportunities and just having it just taken away from him. Hopefully it's nothing too serious and he misses the rest of the season. But I didn't even know he was out for the game till I seen Alexander Madison, and I was like, Wait, where the hell is Mr. McCormick, man? Because it's kind of hard to kind of keep up with the game in person than it is watching it at home. You don't see a lot of things that's going on because we don't hear the commentators, but it does suck to see that his opportunity was cut short. I know a lot of fantasy owners were mad as well because they all expected him to pop off because he was going to be our starting running back. He ended the game with 7 rushes for only 8 yards. And as close as this game was actually bad. And it just goes to show why we are where we are right now. A 2-12 team, bottom of the AFC West, number 1 on the draft boards. This 2024 Raiders just ain't it. I mean, we all know that AP said he would bring the Raider way back, and he damn well brought the Raider way back because this is the Raider way that I haven't seen in quite a long time. But if there is one thing that I want to highlight and at least give some kudos to is defensive tackle Jonah Laulu. Big Oos that we just signed this year, coming in and getting his first career sack in this game. Of course, you guys already know I got a lot of love for the Usos, a lot of love for the Polys. So anytime we get any love out there, I'm going to show it on this channel. So shout out to Jonah Laulu for getting his first career sack. I actually got it on video and I wasn't even expecting him to do anything on this play. But with all of that being said though, AP kind of spoke on this game and of course did not look happy. I know our head coach has been going through it all season long, game after game, for 10 straight weeks. He's had to sit up there and talk to the press and answer these questions. And he basically just said that it was a bad day in the office.
Bad day in the office, real bad day in the office. We need all 3 phases to play well. Obviously, you're struggling, losing 9 in a row. You can't have those mistakes, and we did today, and it was a bad day in the office. Bottom line. Listen, man, we're not winning. I don't know what to tell y'all. I mean, we're not winning. Shit, do I want to win? Hell yeah, I want to win. I want to keep sitting here looking at the same goddamn thing we're looking at every week and have the same discussion with y'all? No. We got guys that's battling, it don't matter. Next man up, right? You can poke armor and do all this stuff, but these guys are not budging. I'm not budging. We'll keep chopping wood, and at some point, the damn thing will break and go our way.
Now, I know that this game really sucks, especially for AP. And I know that there was a lot of reports going around that the Raiders could possibly move on from AP. Reports saying that AP and Tom Telesco are not a package deal, meaning that if AP was to quote unquote get fired, that doesn't mean that the Raiders will also fire Tom Telesco. So with that being said, I know a lot of people have been talking about possibly moving on from AP to go out and get Mike Vrabel because possibly Tom Brady wants to bring him over here to be the head coach. I don't know if that's true. I know that's all just rumors as of right now. A lot of speculations out there, but you guys know my opinions on this. I do still feel like right now, as bad as AP has managed this team, I still feel like AP should still get a chance to coach this team next season, bring in his quarterback that he wants to bring in, also bring in the right offense coordinator for next season, whether it's Scott Turner or somebody else, and just bring all the right pieces that you want to bring this offseason to build the team that you want. And hopefully next season, do a better job coaching this team and getting more wins. Because if you don't, then his ass should be packing up as well. But I do say all that to say this, Raider Nation. We've been going through the same thing every single week. We're almost done. We got 3 more weeks left. If the Raiders lose out, we get that number 1 overall pick. If we win a game, we could fall down. We got the Jaguars, we got the New Orleans Saints, and we also got the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, the Chargers are the only team that I want to beat, and I hope that it comes down to us playing them, whether or not they make it into the playoffs, because if we do, then I want to beat their ass and keep them out the playoffs just so we can have some type of bragging rights. I wouldn't even mind if we dropped down to 3 or 2. If that was the case. But all in all, the tank continues. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars coming up right before the Christmas season. And who knows how this team's going to look. We have no Max Crosby. We have no other reliable quarterbacks on the team. Maybe we could throw out Carter Bradley and see what he can do. But for the most part, the Raiders right now are just a bad team. But I want to ask you guys, Raider Nation, before I do head out of here, what do you think about this game? How do you feel about the Raiders moving forward? Of course, let me know down in the comments below. Also, I will be doing a giveaway, which I might announce in my next video, so definitely stay tuned. If this is the very first time you're coming across the channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next one, this is your boy Simone Raider and your boys. Yow!